In the past, the old McDonald's housed a farm with various animals. But everything was sold off. One day, a well-dressed city dweller, resembling Woody Allen, showed great interest in the farm and bought it without hesitation. It was Bill Gates, already famous for his achievements in the field of technology and philanthropy. He became a farmer, thus adding a new title to his impressive list of accomplishments. Although he pledged to give away his entire fortune to his foundation upon his death, he continues to actively invest. Currently, Bill Gates is the largest owner of farmland in the United States, with the Gates Foundation owning over 53 of Birch. Additionally, he holds around $20 billion worth of Microsoft stock privately, as well as stakes in various subsidiaries such as TerraPower and Cascade Investments, which own stakes in real estate worth tens of billions of dollars. His primary residence, nicknamed Xanadu 2.0, is located in Washington State and is estimated to be worth around $188 million. In summary, Bill Gates has added agriculture to his investments, becoming the largest owner of farmland in the United States. His holdings also include significant stakes in various businesses and high-value real estate properties. During the lockdown, the Gates family migrated to one of their secondary residential ranches in Wellington, Florida, spending $59 million on luxury equestrian facilities. Bill Gates also owns vast tracts of land, including a historic 200-acre site in Wyoming and a paradise island near Belize purchased for $59 million. His fortune is estimated at $35 billion, largely held by his subsidiary Cascade, which owns the Four Seasons chain. In addition to his real estate acquisitions, Gates collects airplanes, cars, artwork, and rarities, including an original Leonardo da Vinci work acquired for $30 million in 1994. However, his passion for climate preservation has led him to acquire over 100,000 hectares of farmland in 19 American states. His latest acquisition project of 850 hectares of farmland has sparked protests in North Dakota, with some fearing excessive control by the billionaire over local resources. This acquisition frenzy is seen as a way for Gates to secure strategic resources and protect himself from risks related to climate change, particularly agricultural disasters and extreme weather events. In January 2021, Gates published a book titled How to Avoid a Climate Disaster, outlining a plan to decarbonize the global economy and reduce greenhouse gas emissions to zero. Although Gates acknowledges his responsibility for CO2 emissions, he is committed to taking action to make a change. In a January 2021 Ask Me Anything session on Reddit, Bill Gates was questioned about his massive land acquisitions. His evasive response has led to various theories about his motivations. Some believe he seeks to protect the environment from urbanization, pollution, and mass tourism. Others think he aims to ensure his own and his family's food security, anticipating an end to the era of globalization and a rise in geopolitical tensions. In reality, Gates' motivations are multifaceted. In addition to environmental preservation and personal food security, the purchase of farmland is also motivated by profit-seeking. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos and investment funds like Vanguard have also invested in this sector. Warren Buffett was a pioneer in this trend, seeing farmland as undervalued assets with long-term growth potential. The value investing theory, popularized by Buffett, has been embraced by other financial players, contributing to an increase in farmland prices. Today, approximately 30% of farmland in the United States is owned by non-farming landlords, leasing farms to generate income. This trend has reversed the situation, where farming families were asset rich but cash poor. The continuous rise in agricultural land prices, with an average yield of about 5% per year, makes it an attractive safe haven asset generating stable income. This trend is not limited to the United States, with increasing involvement of large investment funds in this market. In conclusion, the acquisition of agricultural land by personalities such as Bill Gates reflects a combination of motivations ranging from environmental preservation to profit-seeking and personal food security. Investors, primarily American, have turned to acquiring agricultural land in various regions of the world, such as Turkey, South Africa, Brazil, and Ukraine. As of August 2022, they held about 28% of Ukrainian territory, leased to local farmers. Among the major landowners are companies such as DuPont de Nemours and Bayer, which develop patented GMO seeds. These seeds, while promising, sometimes have limitation and are associated with high costs of pesticides and fertilizers. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, in partnership with the Rockefeller Foundation, supports a project in Africa called the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa. AGRA, aimed at doubling farmers' incomes and reducing food insecurity by providing GMO seeds. However, this initiative is criticized for its lack of effectiveness on the ground and its presumed use for public relations purposes by the involved foundations. Yet, from the seed company's perspective, this initiative has been lucrative. Bill Gates is a staunch advocate for energy transition to avoid a planetary catastrophe responsible for 23% of greenhouse gas emissions annually. According to his book, he firmly believes that technology and science can save the world, stating that technological solutions often accompany problem-solving. As mentioned in his book, his investment in agricultural land may align with this vision, although he remains enigmatic about his exact motivations. Ultimately, the acquisition of agricultural land by private actors raises questions about access to these vital resources, their sustainable use, and long-term socioeconomic impacts. The text highlights Bill Gates' desire to implement larger-scale agricultural technologies, despite the challenges faced by traditional productivity-focused agriculture. Investment in agricultural land is presented as an attractive strategy for American billionaires, offering protection against inflation and potentially high returns. However, this approach raises concerns about excessive land privatization and its detrimental implications, particularly in Africa, where it limits farmers' freedom in choosing seeds. For individual investors, direct acquisition of agricultural land in France through SAFER can be lengthy and costly, but alternatives such as shares in GIFE or GIF offer tax benefits. This also helps preserve land from large investors. The text also sheds light on the challenges facing the agricultural sector, including climate disruptions and increasing concentration, with fewer and fewer farmers operating larger farms under the influence of investment funds. Megafarms, owned by financial investors and large corporations, raise concerns about their environmental impact. In summary, investment in agricultural land presents opportunities, but also challenges, requiring a thoughtful and cautious approach, especially for small investors. The trend towards concentration and privatization of agricultural land raises questions about sustainability and equity in access to agricultural resources, with implication both locally and globally. For some time now, Bill Gates and finance have taken control of the future of global agriculture, with the aim of leading the ecological transition in their own way to increase their profits and power. Although exact motivations may vary, Bill Gates has already begun to impose his model, which aligns perfectly with the goals of the world's oligarchs gathered each year at Davos. This model promotes an agriculture where the farmer rents the land and equipment, practices the profession without debt, but without accumulating wealth, and where monoculture and pesticides are imposed based on global demand and the needs of the chemical industry. The agricultural reform constitutes a crucial chapter in Bill Gates' book. However, this model, experimented with for 15 years, has proven to be a widespread failure, while incomes may have increased. Agricultural lands have become excessively expensive, plunging farmers into precarious situations. Despite these pitfalls, Bill Gates remains hopeful. Convinced of the relevance of his ideas, as he emphasizes in his book, he persists in buying land, always seeking a way to prove that he is right. We extend our best wishes of courage to the populations he has decided to help. If you want to learn more about the post-energy transition world, according to Bill Gates, delve into his book titled, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to share it and click like. Your support is invaluable in helping us increase our visibility. Thank you immensely for your loyalty and see you soon on Money Vision.